everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today, doing the what's next on undefeated junior welterweight contender Montana Love, who's coming off of another victory where he beat, I think, a guy named Carlos Castro, dominated him, second round TKO. He came in a little overweight. He fought on the zone undercard of Devin Haney and Joseph Diaz. He came in a little overweight for this fight. He's supposed to be 140. He came in at like 142 or something, but you know, it was his first fight with Matchroom and DAZN, and he was looking to make an impression, and he did that. He dominated, second round TKO, and this guy's talented. You know, he kind of flew under the radar for me because I didn't really, I'm not really into the whole Jake Paul, Woodley, all those stupid cards of those guys that are joke fighters. I'm not really into those. But what I've been noticing is that they have real fighters fighting on the undercards. And Ivan Berianchik, who was in the fight of the year last year against Jose Cepeda, took on Montana Love earlier this year. I think it was August, on one of the undercards. And Montana Love upset Berianchik and knocked him out. So, you know, that was big. And you know, Montana Love he's looking good. I got him ranked number 10 right now at 140, and I'm hoping for more and more good things from this kid. And excuse me, he's got a good combination of power and speed and boxing ability. Excuse me, I really think he's kind of a combination do-it-all type fighter, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he does next. So the big question now is what's next for Montana Love? Well, he's not really ranked in any of the governing bodies. He's only ranked in one, and it's number 12 by the IBF. So perhaps the win, you know, over Berianchik and everything, maybe the IBF will reevaluate and put him a little higher. But I think 2022 is going to be the year where he puts himself in position for a world title. So let's run through the top 10 and see what could possibly be next for him following this knockout win. And we start with number 1, undisputed champion Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor's not going to give Montana Love the time of day right now. They're with different promoters, and Montana Love's just not on that big star level. It's either going to be a mandatory defense or it's going to be a big fight. And Montana Love's just not there yet, so I don't see him and Taylor locking up next. Number 2 is Jose Ramirez. Well, again, Ramirez is with Top Rank, so this would be a tough matchup to pull off, excuse me. And I think it's kind of a bad matchup for Ramirez anyways. And Ramirez has been linked to a showdown with Jose Patrazza in February. You know, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I'm not seeing this fight right here. I'm just not seeing it between these two guys, taking place next. Number 3 is Jose Cepeda. Now, Cepeda's had ties with the PBC, with Top Rank also. And he's been fighting on Top Rank cards. And I just, Cepeda wants to wait around for that title shot with Josh Taylor, or a title shot period. So I don't think he's going to give a guy like Montana Love the time of day, especially if they got to cross-promote to make the fight, so I'm not seeing it. Number 4 is Regis Prograis. Now, Prograis not tied down to any one promotional company. Does he want to take on a guy like Montana Love next, though? I wouldn't be surprised if Prograis went for it, but I think Prograis is just trying to lobby for a big fight. But why not fight a guy who's talented on the rise? I could see that one. Prograis was willing to work with DAZN to fight Mikey Garcia next, and why not work with DAZN to fight Montana Love? But I'm leaning towards the less likely unless I hear Regis Prograis start calling out Montana Love. But I think Prograis is going to take his run at the names in the division and then work his way back and see what happens. Number 5 is Sandor Martine, following his upset of Mikey Garcia. Martine's been given high rankings. I'm not sure if Martine wants to put himself in position against a guy like Montana Love. That's a tough contest right there, but it's a good matchup between two guys that are kind of throwing themselves, on the map just this year, and I wouldn't mind seeing it. So maybe because nobody else wants to fight him, they fight each other kind of deal. But another one I'm leaning towards the less likely on. Okay, number 6 is Victor Postal. I'll tell you right now, if Montana Love wants to make an impression, Victor Postal would be the guy to do it against. I mean, Postal is the most avoided fighter in the division. He, I think he'd be down to make the fight just to move himself back up the ladder. So the fight's there for Montana Love if he wants it. And to tell you the truth, after the way he looked against Barianchek, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight came off. So I'm going to say there is a chance of this one just because I don't think there's anything that could stop this fight from going down. Number 7 is Mikey Garcia. Now, Mikey's not going to fight a guy as good as Montana Love in his first fight back following an upset loss to Sandor Martine. I'm just not seeing this one at all. I don't think so. Mikey was number 7. Number 8 is Robert Easter Jr. Well, Montana Love, it would be working cross-promotional. You'd have to work with the BBC and Matchroom, and I just don't see these two sides coming together, even though Easter's an avoided fighter and the PBC doesn't have a lot of big names in this division either, so you would think it would make sense, but for some reason I'm just thinking these two guys are not going to lock horns, as much as some people might want to see it. And then number 9 is Jose Patrazza, who is a former two-division world champ, trying to get in line for a championship in a third weight class, and he's locked. It looks like he's in line to fight Jose Ramirez in his next fight. And he's also a top-ranked guy, and I don't see Top Rank and Matchroom come together. So Montana Love is going to have to do it the hard way. He's going to have to go through fighters to try to move up the chain, the guys that are not in the top 10. I don't think people are going to be rushing to the front of the line to fight Montana Love. But he's a good fighter, and he's talented, and you guys should definitely check him out because he's going to build his resume. 17-0-1 right now. I think around the time that he's 20-0, people are really going to be talking about him, and he's going to move himself into position for a world title. But next fight's probably going to be a tune-up bout, hopefully to set him up for some kind of an eliminator towards the middle of the year next year. So look for Montana Love to be coming back on a DAZN undercard soon. And that's it. That's the what's next for the undefeated junior welterweight contender Montana Love, who just broke my top 10 at 140. I hope you enjoyed this. True Boxing. You've been here with the truth.